We've tried to hire freshers in the past. We've actually gotten on board a few freshers in the 2008 2009 days. So the challenges with freshers are that you actually need to sit with them and train them essentially on what you do, and spend a lot of time with them to ramp them up to speed on the areas of responsibility that they'll handle. And in a startup, the biggest problem is that the luxury you don't have is time, and you cannot spend like 6 months to a year just getting people up to speed. That time for founders and senior people is better spent in building the company, right? So we've actually found that the sweet spot for hiring is really with some experience, so at least a year or two of experience. That's where we typically look to hire, or preferably three, because we feel that larger organizations can ramp these people up within a year or two, and that's the right time to look at getting them on board. But it also depends on the role. So there are a few roles in our case where we do have freshers, and they do bring in a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and passion, and fresh ideas to the table. But on the technology side, on the marketing side, I think we've typically looked at hiring people with some experience, because there is a learning curve there, and it does become slightly easier also in terms of aligning them with what it means to work in an organization with some degree of predictability in output and process and things like that. So I would say you should get some freshers for the energy, passion they bring in, but it should not be for most startups it's not going to be the majority of their team if they really want to not waste their own time as founders. So you should have a couple of freshers for sure, but not really the core of the team, because they're not gonna ramp so quickly. They'll take time. They'll take a year or two or three to get to speed.